I can see we got a very good ice-breaking session. So I have pasted two links. If you all can check your chat box. First link is of syllabus link. You can check your syllabus over this link. In case you have not enrolled yet, no need to worry. You can complete your payment process and you can join the batch. We are always welcome to take up the feedback. For that, you just need to click on this link and we'll get it. Yes, you have complete right to know in detail about this particular batch. For that, you need to click on this all batch detail link. In case you have any further queries, feel free to email us at support@olympiadscience.com, or you can drop us a WhatsApp message on these two particular numbers. Okay. So now I would like to invite your mentor at the platform to interact with you. Her name is Miss Elena Matthew. She's a wonderful mentor. She is having a very good conceptual clarity. She is taking Olympic classes since so long with us. And you will be going to learn something very productive from her. With this, over to you, Elena.
Yeah. Hello. Hello, all. Arjav, Romanchka. How are you? I think Romanchka is not attending. Her father is attending the class, right? Okay,
Yes.
fine. Okay, Arjav, fine. Okay. Yeah. So let me introduce myself. My name is Alina Susan Matthew, and my educational qualification is MSc B.Ed, and I have qualified SET as well. I have been working for the past 8 years in the education industry. Okay, so for the past 2 years, I have been working with Olympiad success classes. Okay, yeah. So tell me, Arjav, how is science for you? So you know about Olympiad exam, right? Yes. Sometimes hard and sometimes easy. So which is the hardest part? Like, is it physics, chemistry? Yeah, you said you like biology, right? So definitely it may be physics or chemistry, right? Yeah, so you find trouble in typing? Oh, don't know which is hard. Okay, fine, fine. So here you don't want to worry. Here we are, it is in very much clarity. Our slides are in very much clarity. And if you have any doubt in the concept, please let me know. Okay, so you can just type it in the chat box or you can ask me to unmute. Then we can have an open conversation. Okay, so here we have taken a very interesting chapter today. Okay, that is sorting and separation of material. Okay, so do you have any idea regarding this chapter? Have you learned it before? Sorting and separation of material?
Okay, I think I can see kids and mentor both are excited for to begin with the demo. So we'll quickly take our part and then we'll back to the teaching part. Okay. With this, over to you, Megha ma'am, for the presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. So I welcome you all in the platform of Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is the India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examination. We are the India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation, one of its kind yearly program that includes courses that matter. having 8 courses, School Plus program, mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken and written, Vedic maths, and coding. What else we provide? We provide one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes from grade 2 to grade 12 and one-on-one preparation classes for various Olympiads. You can meet our rank holders. These are kids like you only. No need to worry. You just need to spare extra 2 hours from regular studies because Olympiad examination is quite little tougher than the regular curriculum. So we are having live Olympiad sessions, group sessions with around 20 students delivered through Zoom by tutors with significant teaching experience, having 3 sessions per week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 5 p.m. till 6:15 p.m. with 5 minutes of break. The session includes topic-wise quick revision and discussion on previous year paper. Student will get the reading material and practice question, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success, and student will also get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice a topic-wise mock test. So syllabus is available on this particular link, and the fee of the course is rupees 10,036 rupees. It is a 40-session course, and payment can be made by using this link. This fees includes online class, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year paper, and access to Olympiad Success platform. What else you require? A laptop or desktop with good internet speed and headphones with better audio clarity. So live classes will be starting from 15th of July 2025. In 2020-24, Olympiad Success has students from more than 5,000 schools across India and abroad. So this is all about PPT. I hope I'm clear. Show me thumbs up if I'm clear. Okay. Over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So here you go with the dashboard. You have to enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com, wherein you're going to get this page. I am entering with one of our demo account. You need to enter through your registered email ID. Okay. After signing in, there's some, yes, we are in login. After signing in, you'll get your profile details, check it in case you find any error. You can update it over here or clicking on update button. Okay. So for this, you need to click on live classes in which you'll be going to get your entire contents. For moving ahead to science, you need to select your subject and of course topic. And here you can see everything is customized and designed for you. Schedule, holiday calendar, reading material, question paper, and answer key. So schedule will give you the clarity. In this session, you're going to cover which particular topic. Okay, so you can see after completion of every chapter, there's test discussion. So before that, you'll be going to get mock test paper. And in test discussion, you'll be going to discuss your doubt with your mentor for that particular chapter. So you can see every chapter is bifurcated in different sessions for your better understanding. So last, there'll be super classes. Super classes means more practice of previous year papers. So here is holiday calendar, because already we do have festival holidays, so we don't want you to miss any session. Here you go with the reading material. So you can see content is in detail for you for your reference. Here you go with the question paper. So there are 2 sets. I'll be going to show you just one. So there'll be answer keys also, but I recommend you download your paper, solve it, and then check your answer keys. Okay. So now for this paper, there are answer keys. There is more practice for you. That is in the section of worksheet. Click on that, select your subject. And here you go with the worksheets. Click on take exam. Read instructions. Tick this box. Click on start worksheet. And let me fill the answers. I'm not very much sure. I'm just filling it random. And I'm sure you will practice it and then fill it. So by this, you need to complete all your worksheet. And then once you want to submit, you need to click on finish button. Yes, I have reviewed all the questions. The best part of our platform is the moment you're done with the worksheet, you can check your performance validity. For that, you need to click on performance button, which is right under this worksheet icon. Select your subject once again. And here you go. Today is 8th of July. So I can view my worksheet over here, which I have attempted. So I've attempted 2 answers which are wrong. Okay, so this is how you need to attempt your worksheet. You can review your answer. Yes, that's pretty much about it. So let me log out and stop sharing my screen. Now we are open for the QA round. If anybody is having any doubt, need a clarity, feel free to ask your question. Otherwise, we'll be good to go for the demo. Any doubt, Arjun? Any doubt, Arjun? Or shall we begin with the demo? You have doubt. Please type it in the chat box. Will you share us the link of the website? Yes, sure. I will send. Here you go with the link. Any other doubt? Any other doubt? Shall we begin? Begin? Okay. With this, over to you, Elena, ma'am.
Okay, then we can start our class. As I said, today we are going to have a look on sorting and separation of material. So I have asked you a question. So have you gone through this chapter anytime? Yeah, it's related to matter. It is related to matter. Correct. So let us see. Okay, let us see, Aja. Sorting and separation of matter. 1 minute. Okay, now you can see, right? Yes. Okay, so here let us have an overlook at the syllabus. What all topics are there in this chapter? Okay, so the syllabus content, as I said, it is basically based on what matter. Matter, what is it meaning? Its composition, what are the different states of matter, and what are the characteristics of the states of matter? How can we distinguish the states of matter? Okay, and then we want to study the properties of this material, about what is mixture, what is pure substance, what is solution, and different type of solution, okay, different type of mixtures, and the method of separation of mixtures. So these are the content in the syllabus. So this much things we are going to study, okay, in this chapter. Okay, first of all, let us look what is matter and what is not matter. So Arjun, can you tell me what is matter? Any idea regarding matter? Matter consists of particle. Okay, that is correct. Matter, it consists of what? Particle. Okay. And what is actually matter is, what is matter? So I will tell you, matter is anything that has mass and weight. Got it, Aja? Anything that has mass and weight is said to be a matter. Weight means what? If something occupies space, it has got some weight. If something occupies space, okay, then it has weight, right? So something that has mass and weight is said to be a matter. So everything around us, like the book, the pen, the pencil, the laptop, the headset, the calculator, the pencil, everything, the mobile, everything that has mass and it occupies space as well, right, Aja? So we can say these are all matter. Okay, these are all matter. So can you tell me something which is not matter? That means it doesn't have weight or neither weight nor mass is not matter, right? Feelings, thoughts, very good. Thoughts and feeling, they didn't have what mass or weight, right? So they are not matter. Okay, so we can say that matter is everything around us, right? Anything that has mass and space is said to be matter. Okay, yes. Now, let us understand the states of matter. How we can see the matter around us. See, I have said you few examples. The pen, the pencil, the book, the laptop. These are all in which state? Arjav, can you tell me the state of this object? Like the pen, the pencil, the book, the laptop, the calculator. So these are all in which, yeah, they are all solid state. So we can classify the matter, right? So there are different matter, water, gas, these are all matter. So we can classify this material, we can say we can sort out this material based on, you can see in the slide, based on its appearance, like in which color they are, in which texture, is it hard or soft, is it shining or not? Based on that, we can classify material, or based on the solubility, whether it is soluble or insoluble in any solvent. Based on that also we can classify, or whether it is metal or non-metal, or whether it can transmit light. Based on that we can classify them as opaque, translucent, transparent. So there are different type of material. So based on different property we can classify them, right? Yes. Now, see, as we said, we have generally three states of matter. Apart from that, we have additionally two other state. Here you can see the Bose-Einstein condensate, plasma. So the common states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. Apart from that, two other state of matter is Bose-Einstein condensate, plasmas. Okay, so Bose-Einstein condensate means it is, by cooling of gas bosons, we are getting this state, Bose-Einstein condensate. It is artificially prepared in laboratories. Okay, plasmas can be naturally seen in celestial bodies like sun. Okay, plasma is also another state of matter. The other three states of matter is very common that we know, solid, liquid, and gases. Okay, so these are the general three states of matter. And changing states of matter. What do you mean by that? Ajav, can you tell me what do you mean by changing state of matter? Yeah. So changing state of matter means matter can be changed from one state to another state, right? Solid can be changed into liquid, liquid can be changed into gas, and vice versa. Like gas can be changed into liquid, liquid can be changed into solid. So how we can change the state of matter? So as we said, solid can be changed into liquid, liquid can be changed into gas. So gas can be changed to liquid, and liquid can be changed into solid, right? So how does a change of state happen? Two factors are there generally, temperature and pressure. So if there is a variation in temperature and pressure, change of state happen. Okay, that we can study in detail. Okay, so for example, let us take an ice. So which is in solid state. Okay, ice cube is in solid state. I have taken an ice cube in a vessel. So now what I'm going to apply some temperature, some heat. So as we are applying heat, what happened? The temperature rises up. And tell me what happens to this ice cube? Yeah, it starts to melt and it become what? Liquid water, right? So when we are giving heat, the temperature increases, ice converts into water. Water is in liquid state. So now solid ice converted to liquid water. So now it is water in the beaker, right? Again, I am going to give heat and again the temperature rises up. This liquid water convert into vapor, gaseous vapor. So I have applied or I have increased the temperature. So ice turns into water, water turns into gas. Solid changes into liquid and then to gas. And the reverse should happen. We want to just reverse the condition. So if we have increased the temperature, then what we want to do? We want to decrease the temperature. We want to cool it down. So if the gas cools down, what happen? It become liquid and liquid again cools down. What happen? It becomes solid. Understood? Yeah. So there are some factors which affect the change of state of matter. Okay. Now, see, look here, you can see the diagram. Solid changing into liquid, liquid changing into gas, gas changing into plasma. Okay, so this is the change of state of matter. If you are increasing the or if you are giving some sort of energy, the change of state can happen. Okay, now what do you mean by in another diagram? You can see the freezing point and boiling point. What do you mean by that? Freezing point. Which point is said to be the freezing point? Ajab, can you tell me what is freezing point? A point in which liquid turns into solid. Very good. The temperature at which liquid changes into solid is freezing point, right? And what about boiling point? The temperature at which liquid changes into gas is its boiling point, right? So what do you mean by, so we have said that changing phase of matter. And what do you mean by phase? Phase. So phase means it is a physical state of matter. Okay, the physical state of matter. So matter only moves from one phase to another phase by physical mean. That means if you are adding up energy or if you are increasing the temperature or if you are taking that energy or if you are freezing something, you create a physical change. You know, physical means what? If you are increasing the temperature to an object or if you are decreasing the temperature of an object, its phase changes, right? It moves from one state, physical state to another physical state. So this is what we call it as phase change. Okay. So what is phase? The physical state of a matter. Solid, liquid, gas. These are all phases, right? Why? Because this moves only by what? Physical means, right? If you are increasing temperature or if you are decreasing temperature or if you're freezing something, then the phase changes happen. Got it, Aja? Yeah. Now we said that about temperature, right? Temperature, how it affect the phase changes, right? And what about pressure? I said, we have two factors. One is temperature and one is pressure. So how pressure affects the phase change? Okay. So pressure can also give a physical effect. Okay. That can change the melting point. So tell me, Arja, what is this melting point? We have seen what is freezing point and boiling point, and what is this melting point? Yeah, solid changes into liquid. The point at which the solid changes into liquid is its melting point, right? So how pressure affects this, the phase changes? So when the pressure increases, it can affect the freezing point. It can goes up, the freezing point increases when the pressure increases. Okay, so for example, I will give you one example. So we know that solid, liquid, and gases. So how is a solid particle arranged? It is very close. As you said, matter is made up of particle, right, Arja? So the solid is made up of particle. I'm going to draw the particles of solid. So this is solid particle. And about liquid particle, liquid is like this. Okay. And about gaseous particle is like this. Okay. What is the difference between the arrangement of particle? You can clearly see in the solid, the particles are very tightly packed. In liquid, particles are they have some distance between them, and gas, they are very far away from each other. Okay, so this is solid, liquid, and gases. Okay, so here, what will happen, when we are giving pressure? So let us take a liquid. So the particles are like this. Okay, the particles are like this. I'm going to give pressure. I'm going to increase the pressure of this particle. So when we increase the pressure of this particle, what will happen? When we are giving pressure, what will happen? They come closer, right, Arja? They come closer. When you are increasing the pressure, what happened? They come closer. They are very closely arranged. So this is the liquid. Now what will happen? This liquid changes into solid, right? So when the particle come closer, they become solid. So liquid changes into solid. How? When we are increasing the temperature. So pressure, sorry, increasing the pressure. Okay. So the pressure can also affect the phase change. Got it, Aja? Yes. So you want to understand the different chemistry terms here. This is very important. Okay. So what is fusion or melting point? What is freezing point? What is boiling or vaporization? Condensation, sublimation, deposition. This is very important. Fusion or melting means the change of solid to liquid. Freezing means for freezing is liquid to solid. Vaporization or boiling is liquid to gas phase. Condensation is gas to liquid phase. Sublimation is solid to gas. Deposition is gas to solid. Okay. So you want to familiarize with the chemistry terms. Okay. Wait 1 minute. Okay. Now now let us understand what is mixture, what is element, and what is compound. Okay, so we know what is matter is, right, Arjav? Now we have a very clear idea about matter is something that has mass and occupies space, right, Arjav? Now this matter is divided into two parts, mixture and pure substance. So what do you mean by mixture, Arjav? Any idea? What is the difference? Can you tell me one example of a mixture? Mixture, one example of mixture. Dust. Okay. Why you said dust is a mixture? What is the reason why you said dust is a mixture? Okay. That is correct. And why you said dust is a mixture? Why is that dust is a mixture? Yeah, it contains different substances, right? So it contains different substances, like it contains some smoke particle, it contains some, vapors. So it contains different type of substances. That's why it is said to be rust. Okay, 1 minute. Ajav, can you hear me? Yeah. Can you see the screen? Yes. മോനെ ഇവിടെ വരരുതേ Okay. So, yeah, so we said that mixture and pure substance. So dust is an example of what? Mixture. Dust is an example of mixture. And another example, like when we mix 2 or 3 different substances, let us take mud plus water, mud plus water, right? It is also mixture, right? It is also mixture. Why? Mud and water, they are 2 different particles, right? 2 different particles. So for like lime juice is a mixture. Lime juice is a mixture. Why? Because it contain lime and water, sugar, salt. It contain different substances. Then we can say it is a mixture, right? And what is pure substance? What is pure substance? Only one type of substance, only one type of substance, right? If you say 24 karat gold, it contain only gold. If it contain only gold, it is pure water, because it only contain water, right? And metals, if you are taking copper metal, it only contain copper. If you are taking zinc, or it only contains zinc. Only if it contain only one type of, yeah, iron, if it contain only one type of particle, it is what? Pure. So that is the difference between mixture and pure substance. And again, mixture and pure substance are divided into 2 parts. Mixture is divided into heterogeneous mixture and homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous and homogeneous. Heterogeneous means what? And homogeneous. Can you distinguish what is you mean by heterogeneous? They are not uniformly distributed. For example, mud, water. When we are mixing mud and water, you can see mud will settle down in water, right? So if you are taking water and mud will settle down like this, right? It is not uniform. But if you are taking lime juice, it will be uniform. It is uniform, right, Arjun? So this is heterogeneous, which is not uniform. This is homogeneous, which is uniform. Which is uniform. Got it? Understood? Yeah. So that is the difference between heterogeneous mixture and homogeneous mixture. Okay. Like mud water is heterogeneous, which is not uniform. Lime water is homogeneous, which is uniform. And what is pure substance? It is divided into 2, compound and element. So what is the difference between compound and element? Compound and element. I will give you one example and you want to explain it to me. Compound example is water, H2O. Element example is iron, Fe. Tell me what is the difference between them. Compound example is water. Element example is iron. Water has different atom, whereas iron has only one type of atom. Very good, Archer. So here in water, we can see different atoms like hydrogen, oxygen. But in iron, only iron atoms are there. So compound means what? It contains more than one element. Iron means it contains only one element. So if it contains more than one element, it is said to be compound. An element only comprises of one atom. Okay. So this pure substance we can separate, can we separate pure substance? No, we can separate mixtures, right? We can separate mud and water. We can separate the components of mixtures, right? Yes, that's it. So tell me what are things we have learned to Arjiv, explain what all things we have learned. Yeah, we So we have learned about types of matter, right? And what are the characteristics of matter? Boiling point, freezing point, melting point, etc. Then how we can change the state of matter and the classification of matter, right? So these are the important things we have learned today. So tell me, Ajab, do you have any doubt? Clear? Okay. So then we can wind up the session. Okay, Ajab. Bye. See you in the next class. Bye bye.